All right, we're going for this, or maybe even a little more back like that, so those male threads are covered. All right, we want those protected. All right, you can tell that these are the male threads versus the female threads. Male threads are exposed, females are not exposed, and they spin. All right. So to deploy this, it's a little challenging if you got smaller hands. I'm got a little bigger hands, so you can hold both ends. All right, you want to hold both couplings. So you can hold it sideways, you can hold it here. All right, and this is a 2.5 inch line, so you got to get a little power behind it and get it out there. All right, so you're holding this, roll it right out. Okay, the benefit of this style roll is I now have both couplings right here in my hand. Okay, you can think of a scenario where I might need both couplings right here.
Yeah, attach, like extend the hose.
Yeah, so that's why we're rolling hose, because we gotta extend it. But why would I want to do this instead of a straight roll where the other coupling's 50 feet away? What's that?
Supply.
Not so much supply. I mean, if you're backing up an engine, yeah, maybe it's supply. Like this situation right here. All right. In some cities, especially Cleveland Heights, not all of our hydrants have that big 4 or 5 inch steamer connection on the front. Okay. Sometimes they just both have a 2.5 inch discharge for your hydrant. You can still supply an engine with a 2.5 inch line, or two 2.5 inch lines. Okay. So with that situation, the engine is right in front of the hydrant. Why would I roll a coupling 50 feet away just to bring it back to the engine? Where I can use a donut roll, now I have both connections right here. I can go right to the hydrant, right to the engine. Another scenario would be you're doing high-rise operations. You're in a stairwell, real confined space. All right. You're either adding another 50 feet on, or they're down the hallway. They're coming up short. Same thing. I roll this down the hose or down the stairs. I have both connections right here instead of going down the steps to get the other side to complete the connection. All right. So each roll has its ups and downs, benefits, and rewards. All right. So we talked about deploying it. Now we're going to roll it back up. All right. So this is actually a 2-person operation, so I need a volunteer. There we go. All right. So before you start your roll, you want to make sure your line is flat and straight. That's going to ensure the best, tightest roll. So when you redeploy it, it's nice and tight. Okay. The trick with this, and it might not be perfect every time, is to get the right distance, because you'll see as we roll this line, this coupling is actually going to start to move closer to the end. All right, so it's about, we've been finding about 4 feet maybe is a good spot, so right about there. Okay, and then Manadio's job is to keep this top part tight and flat. All right, because if that, you'll see as I flatten this out, make it nice and straight. So this is how you want to start. You want to sit both halves of the hose on top of each other. And as I start this roll, you'll see right in front of me a little hill. His job is to pull that little mound out and move that male coupling down towards the female to keep it tight. All right? You'll see I'm already starting that. Just watch right in front of me. If he does a good job, you won't see anything. So I guess, a little too eager there. So if I guess pretty close, then that's acceptable, because these male threads are protected. All right, so to deploy it, I just have to move this down a little bit. I can still roll it out. The whole goal of this is to protect those male threads, all right? Question?